Welcome, boys. We're just getting ready to head out to Muscle Factory. Go hit a brutal leg day. Focus on quads. Get excited. First things first though, need to get our creatine in. If you don't take creatine yet, you absolutely should. At least 5 grams every day. You don't have to worry about loading it or anything like that. Just take 5 grams every day, either like with your workout or just after. Mix it with your water. Make it part of your daily routine and you should get some bit of body weight gains. This is really good stuff. Also found when I started using creatine, I actually got some strength gains from it as well. Creatine, water, and our cute little travel tripod so we can get some shots for you lads in the gym. So we're a couple of kilometers away from Muscle Factory at the moment. I like to walk there, get the heart rate up a bit, get some fresh air, get some steps in. And then depending how I'm feeling afterwards, we'll either walk back or just get the grab scooter. I used to bring headphones with me whenever I go work out and listen to some music, get me hyped up. But I don't actually do that anymore. I found it was too distracting for me in my workouts. And I was taking like an hour and a half instead of 1 hour. So now when I work out, I just go in, clear mind, and all I'm thinking about is the next set and just doing as good as I can there. And I get through my workout so much quicker and get much better work in actually. It is a beautiful sunny afternoon in Bangkok, boys. I'm breaking a sweat just walking to the gym, 30 something degrees. If you do come to Muscle Factory, make sure you bring at least 2 bottles of water because it's a massive gym, all the equipment you could ever need, but there's no aircon. So make sure you're staying hydrated, especially if you're pushing some big boy weights. It's still #1 place to work out in Bangkok, I reckon. If you love the raw bodybuilding vibes, if you want to work out and feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but in my case about 100 kilos lighter, this is definitely the place to go. Here we are, the promised land, the Iron Temple. I can already feel the pain waiting for me in there. Alright, getting straight into our working sets. I'm already pretty warm from the walk here. We'll always do some dynamic stretching. Sometimes a quick go on the assault bike. And we're going to start here with the hack squat machine. I love, if your gym's got one of these ones, use this variation because the secret with the hack squat is you want to try and get your your hamstrings as close as possible to your calves. Because the more stretch you get on the quad, the better workout you get on that muscle. But you'll see here in a moment when I do this, just how close it gets. Like you can literally sit right down on it. So it feels awful to do, but you get in the same pump. Fantastic exercise. So we're going to do 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps on this one. I only put 20 kilo on, A, because of where the weight's loaded. It's behind you, so it feels heavier. And B, because I've got very small legs. Before this, like my main training for legs has been like running and Muay Thai sessions, not so much heavy compound lifts in the gym. So that's what we're working on now. So doing 20 kilos, 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps. Again, if I didn't say it before, I hate leg day. But I think that's why I need it. With 3 sets down on this son of a bitch. Still had to do a couple of sets of Bulgarian split squats using a bench and some dumbbells. Not fun, but this is why we do it. We're gonna do something pretty similar with the split squats. We do 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps. I use a 10 kilo dumbbell each side. And on these ones, we're just gonna cut down the rest time to like 60, 90 seconds max, and then just bust out 3 sets as quick as possible. First two exercises down. With my leg days, I like to start with 2 compound exercises. So because we're focusing on quads today, we did our split squats and we did our hack squats. Now we're going to 2 iso exercises. So we'll do seated leg curls first to give the quads a chance to rest. And then we'll go to seated leg extensions. Then after that, we'll do 2 or 3 exercises working accessories. So we'll hit some standing calf raises, do something for abs. Then we might do a couple of sets of lateral raises just to round it out. I'd like to try and get more volume in on my delts because I'm trying to blow those up as well. And if I'm just doing shoulders once or twice a week, the body can take a lot more than that, especially when you're like in your young 20s. So I like to put these extra sets in on different days so I can get the extra work in, but still give it at least 24 hours to rest before I'm due to hit shoulders again. So that's the idea behind the madness. That's the method behind it. With both our leg extension and our leg curl, we're going to do 3 sets, 10 to 15 reps. Both of them are going to be double leg. On my other leg day, when I'm focusing more on hamstrings, I like to do single leg to get a bit of isolateral work in. But today, for the sake of it, we're just going to do double leg and just go for as much weight as possible. 3 sets, 10 to 15 reps. Get a pump on. For both these leg curls and the leg extensions, we're almost doing it more like a negative. We use a bit of momentum on the concentric and then just focus on really slowing it down and controlling it on the eccentric. I don't always train like that, but I find I get more strength gains if I do some more explosive training sometimes. We can help get through those plateaus, get through those barriers. Now that we've given the quads a chance to recover, we're going to jump on 3 sets, 10 to 15 reps on a leg extension and get some work back in them. Calf raise machines being used at the moment. So we'll hit up our cable crunches first. For calves and our cable crunches, actually do 4 sets. Cable crunch can go 4 sets, 10 to 15 reps, and just do a bit more volume on our accessories here, and just really focus on isolation and progressive overload. So get cable crunch done first, then we'll hit our calf raises, and then finish with some lat raises. We're into our standing calf raises. I'm actually going to go 8 to 10 reps on these ones, 4 sets, lower reps, higher weight, because I find when I try and train calves, high reps, I'm getting good contractions, but I'm not getting much more. I don't feel like I'm really gaining size and strength. But as soon as I drop down to doing like 8 to 10 reps, just doing standing calf raises and going much heavier, I get much more strength gains that way. So I figured if I'm gaining strength quicker, maybe I'm gaining size quicker. But I always had super skinny calves, so I just based off whatever I can do to get the most strength. And if I'm moving more mass, then hopefully size follows. When I'm doing my calf raises, I like to do it on a 1-1-1-1 tempo. So 1 second up, 1 second at the top, 1 second down, 1 second on the bottom. And I'll do that for every rep, 8 to 10 reps a set. Alrighty, so with the calves done, we're finished on legs. Now I'm just going to hit 3 sets of lateral raises with dumbbells just to get that extra shoulder work in. And then we're finished, boys. when I'm doing my lat raises, I usually do it opposite to what I do with calf raises. I'll pick a lower weight and go higher reps. Because if I go a higher weight, then I start cheating and I start throwing the weights and I start shrugging them. So I go just 5 kilo dumbbells and I'll push out at least 15 reps for 3 sets and just really focus on isolating the side delts. So like that set there, I don't really feel anything until I get to my 15th rep. And then from then on, it's really just a slow burn where I can really feel the delts ripping with every rep. And that's what I like. If I go heavier, I don't feel the same. It doesn't feel like I'm controlling the weight, and I don't see as much progress in my shoulders. One of the best tips I've ever got with lateral raises is pretend you're tipping out a beer at the top of the movement. So you're not coming up with your dumbbell like this. When you come up, twist it like you're pouring out a beer, and you get much more of your middle delts in it if you're doing that. There we are. Just like that, boys. Another leg day in the bank. It is a beautiful evening here in Bangkok. Sun's gone down, so it's just starting to get nice and cool and a slight breeze coming through. And tell you what, there is nothing that compares to the feeling of walking home after a hard leg day. I like to walk home at the end because I count this as my cool down. Sometimes I get a bit lazy and I don't always do my full stretching routine after a leg day. So I use my walk home as an excuse to skip the stretches sometimes. We love it. So I'm gonna head home, shower up, maybe jump in the nice cool pool to refresh. And I'm gonna start doing more lifestyle content, more vlogs, showing you lads what it's like living out here in Thailand, especially now in Bangkok. That you can get more an idea of a life you expect to have if one day you decide to make the move out here and join me. So I look forward to seeing you lads out here in person, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay sharp, boys.